Hello guys, welcome to another video. So Deepseek has just released the Deepseek Harness, the DSH platform. So you can see that it is already running on the virtual private machine. And so this is an open source project. And if you go to the GitHub repo, you can see that there's already 23K stars just in probably 1 hour. So which is crazy. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to set this up and also just take a look at how this works. And that being said, let's get started. So if you look at the interface, so first it's really clean. So if you just clean the new session, you can see that you can pick a workspace and also you can add a workspace. You can pick a folder on your remote machine or local machine to use as a workspace. And then you can actually choose the standard mode or code mode or minimum mode or creator mode. So they have description for each mode. So feel free to check out. And then you can start chatting with the Deepseek Harness. So for example, if we just type in, can you build a landing page for Deepseek Harness? So they did actually build a landing page, and they also show you the skills and the command it run. And also it also shows you that you need to go to this folder and then run this command to spin up the landing page. So if you look at the landing page, this is what we come up with. So it's very nice, very slick, and it is really premium feeling. So they did a great job. And if you look at the other conversations that we had, so basically we also ask the Deepseek Harness which model we're using. So basically we're using the open router Deepseek V4 Pro the 0813, so which was just released. Also, if you go to the footer, they have two versions of the Deepseek V4 Pro 0813. So one's from the open router. I think the other one is from a different provider, which is Infront. So, but we're using open router for the demo, and so you can see that. So the model detection is really nice because sometimes they just say, okay, I'm the Deepseek model or I'm the Claude model, but you can see that this is very clear to show what the model it is using, so which is really nice. So one thing you can see that from the testing, the Deepseek Harness web, they don't have a expandable preview window. So which means that if you build a web page or you build something, you cannot view that on the web UI. So you have to go to the backend, which is the virtual private machine or your local host to check it out. So that's something that probably will be improved in the future, but this is something that during the testing, we found it's a little bit inconvenient. You can see that I asked it to actually see if there's an expandable panel that you can check it out on the UI. It said there's no panel, but they did actually spin up a server in the backend. So if you are local, that should be fine. But if you're on a virtual private machine or Nginx reverse proxy, then that wouldn't work. So you can see that they spin up a server, which is a web server in the backend. So you can click that if you're a local machine, but as again, on production, you probably will not be able to try that. So it's very convenient in the sense that you can just ask the agent to do anything you want on the server, give it proper permissions. For example, we give the workspace a write permission, and you can just write to the folder that you added for this session or for this workspace. And you can also pick a model. So we use the footer. You can see here, we actually added the footer. So we'll show you guys how to add the model later from the command line and from the configuration file. So you can also add it in the settings. So in the settings, there's agent presets and plugins models. You can add in the models, or you can also add it in the configuration file, which is probably more convenient. Depends on what your preference is. So you can see we added the footer model, and to install this is actually really straightforward. We'll show you guys later in this video. But let's put another example to see if this is actually works. Let's just open another session. So let's say I want to build maybe a 3D example, not a landing page, but a 3D demo for like a globe. So can you build a 3D globe? So while it is thinking and building, I'm going to show you guys the trajectory. So you can see that all the things that you actually started in the session, it actually is in the trajectory. So it's very good to debug. You can see that there's a turns and cause, and you can just click around to see what actually happened during this conversation. It's very nice. So this is very unique. So there's probably only exists in the Deepseek Harness, but you cannot really see that in the other interface. For example, the Cloudflare OS or the OpenWork or maybe CoWork probably don't have it. So this is a really nice feature. You can see it's very easy to debug what's the context user and tool called and assistant reply. So very nice. And you can also download the session log and search the logs. And also you can actually click around the timeline. You can see that you can click around the timeline to see what happened during that time. It's very nice. And let's close it. And also you can also expand. It's really nice feature. Okay, let's go back to the chat. So it basically says this is done, and let's just check it out. And it is a global.html. So let's try it. So the file is not found. So is it because of the... Okay, so it's a different port. Let's see. So while the port is running, it's on the 8123. Okay, 8123. Is in use. So let's see if they can actually forward it from here. So right, so you can actually see that. It's great. So let's wait a bit to see if it's actually loaded. Nice. So you can see that's super nice. Okay. It's a very good job. You can also zoom in and zoom out. Wow, that's really good. So okay. So they did awesome job and it is super fast. You can see that. So let's close it. You can tell the agent to close the port, stop the server, maybe. Oh, maybe you can also try the suggestions, which is like a few things I could add next if you want. The real NASA Earth daylight textures, gratitude, and axis line, which is nice. So maybe just give it a try. Okay. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, really nice. So it's already completed. Okay. Okay, it's really nice. You can see that. So it's all added and it has the coordinates. Wow, it's very nice. So it's also loading texture. So maybe wait a little bit to wait the textures. So it seems the Deepseek Harness is doing an awesome job. You can see that they also demonstrated what they did. So this as east and west z labels, sprites at the axis tips. Okay. It's very nice. This is loaded or still loading. So while it's loading, let's take a look at the configurations. So if you want to set this up with a configuration file, so first you have to define the API you're going to use. So and then you put the providers and also give it the API key. For example, we use the putter. So with base URL, use the putter base URL, and also we use the model as open router, Deepseek V4 Pro 0813. So that's it. And if you want to install that, so it's just go through the README steps. So basically, you can install with the npx and also install using the git clone and also use the npm install and then npm run build and update the settings file, which I saw, and then run the DSH web with the host and port, and also give it a trust host because I think this is needed. So give it a domain that you're running if you're on VPS. If you're on a localhost, it should be fine. So that's it. So this is how you install the Deepseek Harness, and that's how Deepseek Harness works with the web version. So the 3D globe seems is loaded. So let's just take a look at the NASA blue marble. So let's see, what is the difference if you click on that? Okay, I cannot really see that big difference if you click it and then just toggle this button. But overall, I think it did a great job. Probably some network issues. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful. If you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.